Alrighty, so as you can see now, we only have 3 of us. So Migs, unfortunately, has had a bit of emergency, so he's got to whisk himself away. Us 3 will be here to finish the pod.
Don't worry.
So, all right, we're going to do what your ex says about you. We did this a couple of weeks ago. Did fairly well, so we'd like to run it back. And so we're going to do a couple of different categories. What your coffee says about you, what your car says about you, what your shoes say about you. And so I said, we'll start with what your coffee says about you. And the first is iced coffee.
Iced coffee people confuse me because no matter what time of day or the weather conditions, they're always ordering an iced coffee. For me, iced coffee is very much dependent on, is it before midday and is it a nice sunny day? If it's not that, I'm not getting an iced coffee. Further to that, they're just not financially savvy. They are prepared to pay up to $2 more for the same coffee I'm getting, but just with ice.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, can someone riddle me why an iced coffee is more expensive than a regular coffee? I think Migs has it costs money to keep the ice machine running or something
That's
like that.
some bullshit
Which
right
is nonsense.
there. That's
The ice cubes are expensive these days.
Yeah.
Surely ice is probably the cheapest thing they have.
But
It's just
it, bro.
water, brother. I don't know why.
when I was in Vietnam and Hong Kong, man, I was drinking iced coffees, iced teas.
Oh, yeah,
like completely cold all day because it was just so humid.
Yeah.
But then there are the psychopaths who will drink an iced coffee in the dead of winter.
Nah.
And it's like,
What's wrong
hello?
with you?
What are you doing? What are you hiding?
See, I just don't get it. But especially the price point, man. That's such a... Because if you see them make it, it's the same shot that they're putting in my coffee.
Yeah.
That they're putting it on top of ice and then just putting milk on top of.
It's actually maybe, less work potentially.
Yeah,
Way less
exactly.
work. You don't have to, froth the frother or froth the milk or anything like that.
Psychos, these people.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. But, Kush, what are piccolo drinkers? What does it say about you if you order a piccolo?
Look, we all know what a piccolo drink is, that tiny, tiny little cup, right? So you have a superiority complex. There is absolutely no doubt about that. You're compensating for something. You're like the Hulk and Danny DeVito together in one, raging for absolutely no reason whatsoever. You think that Napoleon was a great role model, but you fail to realize that Napoleon was actually a little bitch.
Okay, all right.
And I think everyone who drinks piccolo, they're always going to be odd juju. You got something where I'm looking at you and I'm being like, I'm going to take a few steps back. I don't want to engage with piccolo drinkers, especially the way they hold it. Because the cup is so tiny, you always see the pinky just flapping around the drink,
it's
man.
dangling.
It's weird. All right, it's weird. You're a weird person if you drink piccolo.
This is a bit grating to me because I am myself a piccolo drinker.
Piccolo, man.
Yeah, I'm a big piccolo guy.
Yeah.
And because I don't really drink coffees usually.
Yeah.
I think I just saw one of my workmates order a piccolo and I just thought it looked really cool. I was like,
You thought it was cool, bro.
yeah, I know, he just like looked sick that he was holding like this tiny little cup. And I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Piccolo drinkers are the biggest cowards.
That's what I think. That's what I said. They got short fuses. You know what I mean?
Why are they cowards?
Because they don't want to drink a long black. Because it's just a shot of espresso and then it's like a bit of milk.
Yeah, beautiful.
So you can't handle the proper coffee by itself. So you have to have a little dollop of milk in there to take the edge off. Cowards.
I'm two people. I'm either an espresso man or a piccolo man. Espresso's overseas because I don't want the nonsense. The coffee itself tastes bad. But I don't know, it just tastes good. I'm very, very attacked right now.
And you should. But to be honest, I actually don't hate them as much as Kush seems to hate them. I actually have a bit of respect for them, to be honest.
Napoleon role model, huh?
Bit aggressive.
By the way, Napoleon, was maybe average for his, in that day and age potentially.
Yeah, well, his actions certainly didn't think
Yeah, wasn't he a dictator, essentially?
Yeah, he pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
We can
Yeah,
overlook
he's
that.
all right.
Right, mine is a 7-Eleven coffee. And if you drink 7-Eleven coffees, you are between the ages of 21 and 30. And you think by saving that extra $4 by ordering $1 coffees, you're one step closer to buying your own home. And you're also, I don't know, I feel like you're just the type of person to like beam request someone after a night out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give me $12 for your drinks because you just think you're just financially savvy and you want to plan for your future. And it's like, brother, relax, all right? There's no need to be so stingy. How about you actually order a coffee that tastes good? But this is the worst part about 7-Eleven coffee drinkers. They will try to convince you that 7-Eleven coffee is like the nectar of the gods. Brother, it's not. Have some self-respect. Go to your local cafe and support an actual artist.
I used to work with a guy who religiously bought 7-Eleven coffees and he swore by them, like you said. Like he said they tasted so good. But he also had 2 investment properties. So maybe he was onto something. So
No, but like it's like, dude, it's like the people who do that calculation. It's like, oh, people who spend $5 on coffee a day, maybe they hit 2, so that's $10 a day. That's $50 a week, which means it's like $2,000 a year. And it's like, dude, just chill. All
Yeah,
right.
but even then, like their math doesn't add up. Just buy a coffee machine and then drink at home.
No,
That'll
but,
be
No.
cheap. That will be cheaper.
No, of course it will be.
Yeah.
but when you're in the office, how are you meant to get coffee from home?
Yeah. You have these like slimy geezers who are just going to 7-Eleven to get their coffee. It's like, relax.
They're just convincing themselves.
No, and they're like, nah, dude, it actually tastes good. That's their justification. It's like, it's actually really good coffee.
To be honest, it's actually not that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
It's actually not the worst. Like I've definitely had like when you make instant coffee in the office, for example, that's dog shit.
Oh yeah, that's
But for $1, for it to be all right, it's actually not a bad option.
no, but
But
it's,
I'm still choosing a barista over the 7-Eleven every day of the
no.
week.
It's just the principle of people who like, I don't know, they just want to convince you that it's good, and they're also just like, stingy. I don't know, they're frugal people.
You know what is banger? The 7-Eleven hot chocolate.
Okay, those. I'll put my hand
That
up.
is one of the greatest.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Whoever's in charge of 7-Eleven, they're doing a great job with their hot chocolates.
Bravo. Well done.
I recently got into like the service station hot chocolates are really good.
Yeah.
Speedway does a really good hot chocolate. Yeah. If you're ever driving through and see a Speedway, yeah, just pop in and it's $1 hot choc.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's really good.
Now I need to try this.
All right, the next category is cars. So Sen, we'll start off with you. What does driving a Mazda 3 say about you?
Yeah, the Mazda 3 itself is quite a reliable car. So I think the people that drive it are people who have never taken a risk in their life. And they're okay with that. They probably did business in uni. They probably work a mundane corporate job. They have enough money to go on maybe one holiday a year. And, they would consider themselves to be financially comfortable. And they're essentially just the most average person ever. The average Joe.
Wow. Again, I too drive a Mazda 3. Are you just sitting there just thinking of me and writing down
I
the
actually
thoughts?
did not think of you. You were the... Yeah, no, I did not think of you of this.
Look, I'd like to respectfully disagree with Mazda 3 drivers. I think they're a little bit of risk-taking, dare I suggest.
No, they're
Well, would you
not.
look at that? Look who's defending the Mazda 3 drivers.
Nah, okay. Honestly, the picture that I get of a Mazda 3, a lot of women drive Mazda 3s.
Yeah.
And there's this classic joke where it's like all the rims are always scratched. But I will say, the Mazda is a great car.
Yeah,
now,
I
I'm not
agree.
affiliated with Mazda whatsoever, but
I
I'll
would
say
love
this.
to be affiliated with Mazda.
Absolutely, I would. But I actually don't think I can stop driving Mazdas. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to drive a non-Mazda in my
What
life.
do you mean? How could it have that much of a grip on you, bro?
No.
Just glazing a car, bro.
I'm not a car guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about a Mazda. Like, I think it's the accelerator. What it is it's like a. Let me explain, right?
Can't even explain it.
No, I'm going to give you.
Let him explain.
I'm about to tell you why Mazda's so good, right? Regular cars with their accelerators, they kind of like hang in the air. I mean, Kush, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't drive. You don't
Fair
drive.
enough,
So
yeah.
I'm talking to Sen here.
Crazy, Kush.
But like,
Let him talk to you like that.
Holy shit.
I don't even know why I'm arguing with the guy who doesn't have his license. But
Go back to him, Kush.
See what I said about Piccolo and short fuse?
Yeah.
regular cars have the accelerator hanging like in the air, right? And you push down.
Oh, theirs is.
Whereas Mazdas are on the floor.
It comes from the floor.
And
Gotcha.
I don't know, my driving style, I don't know, just
you
suits
just
me.
plant your foot there.
Correct.
And, then, yeah,
and you just go up and down. Whereas like in a regular car, you're hanging, your foot's like kind of in the air. You have to do a little bit of like, I don't know, you have to have strong hips is what it feels like.
Oh, so you think, wait, is it because you just gotten used to it or you reckon?
I think it's that.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it. And I think also, I don't know, the acceleration is quite smooth. Whatever. It's a good car.
Look, they're good cars, but they're boring. That's all it is. They're just boring cars.
Yeah,
They'll get you
look
from
at
A
that.
to B. And they're mostly family cars as well.
Yeah.
That's true. There's no excitement there.
There's no excitement. They're full of, safety features, Kush. Love that.
Don't mind a bit of safety.
All right, yeah. Look, fair enough assessment of the Mazda 3. Kush, you got the Tesla.
Yeah, look, Tesla drivers, to be honest, you're most probably Asian. And you
Oh, Jesus. Straight off the bat.
and you got the white Tesla because you don't want to pay any more for the colors. And if you did get the red one, it's because you really wanted to stand out. And look, you might call yourself the Green Lantern because you have an eco complex about Teslas, Or the other fact is it's just a status symbol for you guys. It's as simple as that. But overall Teslas, talking about acceleration, man, I've been a passenger in a Tesla car. The acceleration on that is beautiful, man. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, I agree with all of that. I think people who drive Teslas are maybe a bit more frugal as well. They're the 7-Eleven coffee drinkers because they don't want to pay for petrol.
Yeah. And they make it clear why. Like they'll show you the statements of a charging station. This is how much it costed me.
Correct.
They'll make it clear that this is the month-on-month savings that they're getting.
Well, we know someone who recently bought a Tesla as well, and I'm pretty sure she said she got the white one because it was the cheapest one. So spot on there, Kush. And I was driving the other day and I saw a red, blue, and white Tesla back to back to back, just on the street.
Ooh.
I think the red and the blue ones, I think, were either white or maybe might have been Indian. The white Tesla, Asian lady.
Yep.
Dude, she was sitting like basically hunched over the steering wheel. I'm like, this is not safe.
Which color was your favorite, by the way, the Tesla one?
I actually don't rate Teslas.
You don't rate Teslas at all?
Dude, they're pretty shoddily built.
You're more of a petrol guy, isn't it?
I'm a massive petrol head every day of the week.
I'm an electric man. Build your dreams. BYD. Just have a look at that. That's going to come on the market and take over. BYD Seal.
Is this a car?
It's a Chinese brand.
It's a Chinese manufacturer.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, they're better than Teslas. Our friend who bought the Tesla recently, she doesn't let her boyfriend drive it. And it's actually the funniest. They live together.
It's the funniest
They
thing.
live together and like she was going on holidays and she like changed the password of her Tesla app so like her boyfriend couldn't get into it and he couldn't drive it. It's actually ridiculous.
This boyfriend that ravenous to get inside a Tesla.
Well, no, that's the thing. He doesn't even care that much.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
we just make fun of it.
Oh, okay.
That she password protected her car.
Yeah. All right, mine is a Toyota Hilux. So, I mean, this is a classic of the genre. You're either a builder or a concreter. Your breakfast involves a cigarette and a Red Bull. And you most likely kind of live and breathe and die for Carl and Jackie O on Smoko. Now, your whole paycheck, where that gets fed, of course, is into more chilies and a case a night with the boys. You're either that or you're a jihadist in Afghanistan.
The Middle East's, highest selling car, I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Official car of ISIS.
Have you seen? Yeah, I don't, mate. So there's obviously something to the Toyota Hilux. They're,
The rugged terrains, mate. They can drive through them with ease.
Indestructible, Kush.
That is true. I'm sure they must have done like RPG tests on them.
I'm pretty sure there's actual videos, I swear, you can see them getting like blown up and they're just still driving.
they just still survive. So you're either a jihadist or you're a tradie. Either of the two.
Yeah, and they're often the most aggressive drivers on the road as well, I swear. They know because they have these massive machines that often, you're going to be backing out if they're trying to, cut in front of you. I'm going to be stopping. I'm letting you go, man. I'm not taking you on. Yeah. Rages, I would say, as well.
Yeah.
They're a bit aggressive. That's what I've started like seeing this another meme on TikTok. It's like because Teslas have the automatic braking, you can just try and cut in front of them all the time because they'll brake for you. But with the Hiluxes, mate, no bingo. It's you versus them. It's a game of chicken, and they're never backing down.
And I think the last thing with the Hilux is they're often found doing 40 in a school zone as they're trying to pick up their girlfriends from high school.
Yeah, exactly right.
Why is that a thing? Why is it that tradies are often dating? Oh, no, it's because they often leave school.
No, it's because they work is from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And then basically it means that when they get off work, so do the school kids.
No, but they actually date. I'm pretty sure there's like a thing that tradies date like high school girls.
Yeah, toolies, mate. Toolies.
Yeah,
they go to schoolies, to pick up the freshly turned 18-year-old people. Do you know why that's the case?
No, I just know it's a thing.
Well,
It's a
why
stereotype.
tradies go to like Byron Bay to schoolies?
No. I think, okay, here's my hypothesis about why tradies dates like teenagers. I think it's because maybe, I'm just putting it out there, they can't get anyone their own age. And like I think like teenagers, like 18-year-old chicks, maybe find tradies cool because they've got a bit of coin on them.
Yeah.
And it's like the lifestyle or whatever.
They do have a bit of coin on them.
Yeah, they're wearing like the boots, vest, this and that. So maybe that's just all they can get. But I don't know. This is just pure slander from my end.
Probably.
Okay, last category, shoes. Sen, please take us away with RM Williams.
Look, I'm a big RMs man, but I will say there is a stigma around the RM Williams. Often you'll find these people working exclusively in finance and big law. You can find them at Ryan's Bar on a nice Friday night. The closest they've been to a farm was in year 10 camp, and they've never worked a day of manual labor in their life. That being said, I love the RMs. But someone did recently come up to me at work and say, they looked at my RMs and like, mate, have you ever been to a farm in your life? And I looked them in the eye, I said, no, sir. But they are comfortable shoes and I will be continuing to wear them.
Yeah, you've never been to the farm, but you want to support the farm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's owned by farmers anymore. It's owned by a multi-billion-dollar private equity firm.
Yeah, didn't they sell it? They sold it well.
sold
Yeah.
it. Still, though, great shoes.
Kush, any thoughts on the RM Williams?
It's just, I think it's someone where I remember that image going to Ryan's Bar and just, it was a sea of leather over there, dude. It was like Moses parting the way, but it was just leather and leather and leather, man,
It's too
nonstop.
much.
No, I'm not a fan of them. I'm just not a fan of them. Yeah, you can't justify that price point. I just can't justify it.
Have you worn them?
No, I haven't worn them. So
Then you can't comment. Then you need to wear them.
Look, we've gone on this podcast ad nauseum, mate. We know where Sen stands. We know where you stand. Obviously, I'm an anti-RMs man myself. I've never tried them either, but I'm not going to spend $650 on shoes.
Dude. I will say I had no intention as well until you're surrounded by them pretty much every day, and then it gets indoctrinated into your mind, and then you go try one, and you're like, "Fuck, this is worth it."
I can't get the stigma out of my mind, man. Like the
yeah,
Aarons and Jakes and Ryan bars, gelled up,
Yeah,
you know,
slick back.
yeah,
Sleazy blokes.
They've got like their belts, you know, with the pants, and they're always hoisting them up everywhere they go. Like, calm down, bro. It's just
One of my friends, but the thing is, one of my mates has the brown RMs, and he doesn't like them because apparently they get chipped, like they get really, I don't know, scuffed really easily.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so he went and bought himself a pair of black RMs.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to do the same as well. I want to get a black pair as well.
Wait, if they get scuffed that easily, what's the point?
Mine, I've had mine for 2 years now, and they've got one little chip on them.
Do you know how that happened?
No idea.
No, but you're supposed to polish them, I think.
You're meant to
like,
polish
but no
them.
one really polish. Do you polish your shoes?
I polish my black shoes, yes.
I haven't
'Cause I don't
polished my
have
shoes,
brown polish. I only have black polish.
I actually do need to clean these white sneakers, but I don't know where to get like a white polish that like works for sneakers.
Oh,
like
dude,
these.
for those, at work, I used to just get like the disinfectant wipes.
Does that do it?
Yeah, and because it's leather, you just clean the leather.
There's no polish, brother.
There's no
You're not going
polish,
to
just-
polish sneakers.
I used to the last time I polished my sneakers was like in primary school, bro. My black like
Yeah,
Yeah,
black
yeah,
leather
yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
But these ones, just get the wet wipes and any kind of dirt and stuff will just go away.
Because I've seen like so much discourse. People like pay $70 for like this Phillips white sneaker cleaner. I'm like, I don't want
Nah,
to
fuck that.
pay $70 for it.
I think honestly, you can just honestly use a toothbrush and like soap and
correct.
just scrub it off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
there you go. More you know.
All right, Kush.
The Onitsuka Tigers. The Onitsuka Tigers. If you're wearing them, you are one stylish motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. My God, you aren't afraid to put a little bit of money on that drip because of those shoes. And look, honestly, with these Onitsuka Tigers, I will say one thing. They
Can we
have
just call them tigers?
Yeah.
no.
Onitsuka TM.
No. I'm gonna keep calling them
Called
Onitsuka
Govey.
Tigers, bro. If you have the Onitsuka Tigers Mexico 66 or the Totikins as they're labeled, by the way, brilliant names, I have to say.
They are nice.
You are probably very close friends with your barber, given how often you visit them, you know? Look, in the end, I think if you're wearing these Onitsuka Tigers, you are you are one very, very stylish person. Honestly, I'm a big fan of these shoes.
Do you own a pair?
I do not, but I'm trying to. I want to get a pair of them. But I don't. The one that I want aren't available here in Sydney, I believe. They're available in Manila, in the Philippines.
I thought, well, firstly, we're going to Japan, so maybe we can try, because they're from Japan, right?
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah,
so we'll
yeah.
try and find. But I thought Onitsuka TM went out of business a long time, because I haven't seen Tigers in a long time.
Yeah, they actually, I think Adidas took over for a bit. But now people, they don't like the Sambas. They don't like Adidas. They've gone back, you know? It's like, it's always a cycle, man.
Wait, ever since we spoke about the Sambas a few weeks ago, now I'm seeing it everywhere. Now.
I told
Everyone's
you,
wearing
man.
Sambas.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, dude. And it's becoming too much. The white Sambas especially,
It's
everyone's
like the
wearing that.
blue ones that I see everywhere.
Those aren't Sambas. Those are the Specials, I believe. Yeah.
Sure.
The Adidas.
Are you a shoe guy, Kush? I didn't
Yeah, I
pick you
did.
for a shoe guy.
I'm a little bit now. I've been researching some of the shoes now these days.
Little sneakerhead.
And I wouldn't mind some Onitsuka Tigers if you're listening out there, Onitsuka, you know? Wouldn't mind a couple of them.
Go online and buy them, bro. What are you talking about?
No, they are kind of pricey.
How much?
I think it's around $200.
Seriously?
Yeah, $200. Yeah.
I think I'm really confused about like what a reasonable price to pay for shoes are these days. Because you hear an RM $650, like the running shoes that I bought,
Yeah.
they're Asics trainers and they're like $260. And then like New Balance will be like $140 to $160. And I'm like,
I think for
how
sneakers,
much?
anyway, for $200 to $300, I reckon is decent, like reasonable.
I feel like 200 is the tipping point for me for a sneaker. I
What
don't
do you mean
think
tipping point?
like I don't want to pay any more
Any
than
more than
200.
Oh, so that's
yeah.
like your upper limit.
That's my limit for sneakers, yeah.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I honestly thought 150 was where I was sitting at as like how much I should pay for shoes. But I don't think, I'm like saying, you can't even find shoes for under 200 anymore
Yeah,
that are like good.
literally impossible.
It's crazy. Back in the day, man, when you were naive little children, didn't care about the fit. You know, you'd go to Kmart, get $6 van copies, call it a day.
The Ravens.
The Ravens, that's
I was
it.
a
The
Ravens man
Dude, they used to
myself.
cut my feet up so much.
Oh, they were so bad.
Dude, they were uncomfortable. Dude.
Blisters galore. I was getting blisters I didn't
was
even
just-
know you could get blisters
There
over
was
there.
no arch support on the Ravens, dude.
It's just a
I
slap
think
of
that's why my
concrete.
feet are fucked up now.
I used to wear them without shoes. I used to just chuck Ravens on like without socks. Sorry.
Oh,
I
that's
should say.
even worse.
Yeah. And so they did
That's
some
shat.
serious damage on me for sure. But the final one I've got is Crocs. And look, Crocs have made a massive resurgence back in the day.
I hate it.
I think you're probably between like 21 to 30. You're definitely, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Gen Z for sure.
Yeah.
And I think you started wearing them ironically, but then you realize that they're actually pretty comfortable and then you never stop wearing them since. And I think the main thing is like you're pretty chill operator, but the problem is you've spent more on the accessories than the bloody Crocs themselves.
Can we talk about what are they, pins or something that go in them?
Dude, the Crocs have the holes on them. Have you seen this, Kush?
Yeah, I've seen
They got the holes on them, and then suddenly everyone's just popped in like
Shoving shit in there.
yeah, yeah. They're like little badges. I don't know how to describe them.
Are they officially made by Crocs or are they aftermarket, third party?
There's both. It's mainly third
Modded.
party though. Mainly third. I don't get it, man. Like they put so many accessories.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like it's legit. I can start customizing accessory on accessory.
No, but there's so many accessories in the holes that basically at this point, it's covered now.
Yeah.
Just get a normal shoe at this point.
Yeah.
you can put a fucking ACOG site on that hole, dude.
I don't know. I just can't get into Crocs, man. Growing up, Crocs was always frowned upon and
was
laughed
shunned.
at. So like after that many years of it just being laughed at, I can't take it seriously now.
They just don't look. Man, if you're choosing Crocs and Birks, I think they're always the two competitors when it comes to these. I'm going for Birks, man.
Have you seen the new Birks version of the Crocs? I think it's called the Bostons. Our friend Rohan was wearing it the other night.
Oh yes, I do see
They
that.
look fucking silly, bro. They look so unserious. They look like the clogs. You know how like the Dutch people wear clogs?
Yeah.
They look like that, bro. I couldn't take the man seriously.
I'm a fiend for both the Birks, the Bostons, or whatever they're called. I love them.
Yeah.
And I like the Crocs as well. I do. I don't own a pair, but I was searching desperately in Vietnam for a pair of fake Crocs.
Are Crocs even expensive? They're like what? Surely they're less than. They have to be less than 100.
They're definitely cheaper than
It's just
Birks.
rubber, bro.
Surely.
They're not cheaper than 100.
Okay, let me look this
Let's
up.
have a
While
quick
you
look.
talk,
Yeah.
I'll look this up.
I believe. Okay, if I'm going to take a guess on how much Crocs are, I think they're like 120, 140, which will be outrageous.
Is there
But
different like models of Crocs?
There's
Yeah.
a
Nah,
50%
dude,
off
they're-
sale right now on Crocs.
is
Yeah,
there-
you can get it for
Yeah,
80
yeah,
bucks. The classic is 80 bucks.
really?
Classic
Yeah, yeah.
clogs. Yeah. If you want a lined version, that's around $90.
Mate, on the iconic, it's 60 bucks.
There's platform Crocs.
Sorry?
There's like a high heel Crocs.
Yeah. Holy shit.
But there's no way you'd be paying over $100 for Crocs. I'm
Oh, no
sorry,
way.
respectfully.
What? Not these? They call the Stomp. Queen
Croc Stomp.
Is that not shots?
Look how big they are, bro.
They look goofy, bro.
You're
I'm
wearing
sorry.
mega- Megatron
but
on
the
your
thing
feet.
is- the thing is, Crocs are really comfy though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
And-
they're rubber at the end of the day, so they shouldn't be any more.
To be fair, that looks hella comfy, bro. Can you imagine wearing
yeah,
this?
that would be pretty.
Show me what's the
It's
model.
called
How
a
much?
cozy sandal. That
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
hella comfy.
How much,
man.
Kush?
I think this was $90.
But what's wrong with Crocs? I don't see what's wrong with Crocs, respectfully.
Well, they look silly, but again, it's just that when people have been calling it, and Kush, you might have to bleep this out, when people have been calling it for like literally the first 20 years of my life, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to now turn around and be like, yeah, these are actually pretty cool.
Dude, there's a massive stigma about it, man. I remember back in like high school, dude, anyone wearing Crocs, bro, you'd be beaten up.
Did you hear the story about how Crocs like became relevant again?
No.
So like the founder of Crocs, or I don't know, some like executive at Crocs, basically like was like, oh, I got to make them popular. So they started doing these collaborations with like Post Malone,
Yeah,
all
right.
these like super like these high end
Relevant
artists
people.
and relevant people who started wearing Crocs, and I think that's got it back into the zeitgeist.
Well, that makes sense.
But I don't wear it because it looks cool. I think it's just
Comfort.
comfy and like I don't know, like I wear Birks everywhere, literally everywhere,
Hmm.
and Crocs is essentially another level of that. But Birks are like slightly
Nah.
uncomfortable.
Birks are cooler than Crocs.
They have a better design.
They have a
100%.
way better
Yeah.
design. I don't know, I just can't take Crocs seriously.
Well, we have one of our
It looks like children's shoes.
Is it also the name potentially?
Yeah, and the Crocs, the logo. It's like a poor man's Lacoste.
one of our mates in our Rogues Tag team. She wears her Crocs every single day
Yeah.
with the little
And
bling
she's
bling
got, like,
accessories.
yeah.
Yeah, with she's got like KFC accessories. Look, I don't care for the accessories whatsoever.
I cannot.
I think that's why as well. The accessories makes it more childish.
How are you putting accessories on your shoes, bro? Your shoes do not need attachments, all right?
But I don't mind it. I think I mean I could get around it potentially. Like I could be swayed to get an accessory or two. But I thought this is right in your wheelhouse, boys. You love like your Fortnite skins, NBA skins.
No, but
that's all accessories.
but they're virtual characters.
Yeah. Oh, even
I wouldn't dress up like my NBA 2K character. You know what I mean?
green hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
Massive
afro.
arm sleeves, neck tattoos.
we can agree to disagree. But that's the end of the segment. Look, let us know if you want us to rate any other particular categories or items in that category, and if we got them right or not. Please let us know.